Hello YouTubers, my name is Attila Mathe from Blue Sky Photography, and today I would like to talk to you about something which maybe it will make some photographers angry. But let's deal with the situation, and let's realize that I'm that type of person that I annoy a lot of other photographers, by saying some facts and truths, but that's the situation. So I would like to talk to you about the fact that why pro photographers doesn't want you to know some facts and some things. When I was a beginner photographer, I had the feeling that everybody wants to sell me something. And they are talking about blah, 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 but it was nothing useful. You know the saying that you talk, but you don't say anything. Well, that's the situation when you see these big photographers. They are like, even there is a guy. I don't mention names over here, but there is a guy, with a hat, and he was talking about he was talking about all kind of things. And when people said, "Okay, but how do you edit your images?" he said, "Well, I edit only in Lightroom," and that's a lie. that's not true. Yeah, well, it's not a lie, sorry, because he does edit in Lightroom, but he edits with plugins, and he never mentioned that he edits with plugins. Lightroom, he is editing in Lightroom, yes, with plugins. So why photographers, they don't want you to know some things? Let's see. First and foremost, why do you think that almost all the pro photographers, they want to convince you about a lot of BS? Why do they spread all the time nonsense like you don't need just a point and shoot camera and nothing else? Because the photographer is very important and it's not the camera gear and blah, blah, blah. Now, I tell you an example, yeah? Let's say there is person named X and person named Y. So Mr. X has a point and shoot camera and he has a great photographic eye. And Mr. Y is a pro photographer and he has an Nikon D850 with a great lens on it. And he does a photo and he's very proud that look how great photographer I am because I made a great photo. And there is Mr. X and he does kind of the same photo, but the dynamic range of the photo is shitty, and even if he tries to edit after that, it's not the same. Why? Because Mr. Y convinced Mr. X that you don't need only a point and shoot, and you can do that. You can, but it won't be the same. And they want to convince you just so your photos will not be, and by this, they will kind of cut you off the track. They think that if there are many photographers, good photographers, they will have less jobs. I'm not afraid of that. If I am good, I'm not afraid of that. That's why I say everything. That's why I'm an open book. I say everything. If you ask me something, I say everything. You can do my work if you want. You can copy my work. I don't care. Copy, do it. I'm happy for you. I don't care. Okay. Maybe some people don't agree with me, but that's the truth. And I don't say that, like I had a video a few weeks ago, not too long ago, that why we don't need new gear. And I don't want to mention here, I don't want to say here that you always have to buy the newest gear. No. But you need a good camera with great lenses. Not a point and shoot. Forget about that. So, second question is, why they only sell the real information and they don't say for free? If I wanted to know, when I was a fresh photographer, if I wanted to know something really important, I had to pay for a course. I had to pay for, I don't know what, to watch a video. I must be, I don't know, whatever, you know. They want to sell you the information. Why? That's not nice. Okay. When I was a fresh photographer, again, I was in the situation that I could not understand why my photos are blurry. I've got a pretty good camera. I got a Pentax KR, which was a great camera. And I didn't understand why the heck my photos are blurry. And I was talking with several photographers and they told me, yeah, well, you have to do this, you have to do that, blah, 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 and that's it. I did. Nothing happened. I was wondering what's the story. And then I realized myself, after several hours of trying and pain, you know, I realized myself that you have to stay very steady if you are close to the shutter speed limit. When I say shutter speed limit, I'm talking about if you are shooting full frame, yeah, and you have a 100mm lens on your camera, your shutter speed must not be lower than 100th of a second on a full frame. If you are an APS-C, you have a 100mm lens on it. That is 150mm field of view. Your shutter speed should not be lower than 1/150th of a second. Now, nobody told me that if I am close to 1/150th of a second, let's say on an APS-C size camera, I have to be very steady when I shoot. Because I am just very quick, fast, shoot, foot, run, here, there, you know. I was a very fast type of person. No, you have to slow down. Stay calm. Stay steady. And then you have sharper photos. Nobody told me that. I had to find out that very painfully, I tell you. So, you buy all the gear, yeah? And then you are wondering, why do you have only mediocre photos? Because you don't know some K-facts. I know everyone needs money, but greediness overcame common sense and helping each other. And I tell you, this is ridiculously true. Because everyone wants to sell everything. And that's why they don't say the truth. There are a few YouTube channels out there where you can see real content. And the one of this kind of channel, which one I like very much, you know, and this guy is the angry photographer. And maybe some people are angry at him and whatever, you know, but at least he's not bullshitting. And he has a tremendous amount of experience technically. If I want to know something technically about a camera, about a lens, which lens is better for build quality or whatever, I go on his channel. That's the truth. But let's get back to the point. And like I said, unfortunately, you don't really see YouTube channels where they will tell you everything without secrets. They will say half truths. What they will say, it is true, but it's only half of the truth. Because they don't want you to know. Because they think that if you know better, you will get a better photographer. They will not have enough job. Unfortunately, that's the reason. So that's why I opened up this channel, and that's why I want to start now a new series of videos. And I want to take from the beginning and to do everything from the basics until up in different videos. Starting with how to understand aperture, how to understand shutter speed, how to understand ISO, in which situation, what should you use, and all kind of things. So if somebody wants to learn photography, can get into these videos and learn. If you have any idea, or if you have anything to add to this video, please feel free and leave a comment down below. And if you want to hear something, feel free and leave a comment down below. And other than that, I wish you a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
You're a superhero.